Hey, time to say goodbye. Why I'm not keeping the UB-Xa? I will tell you this here in this video. I have been playing the Behringer UB-Xa for a few weeks now, and I made the decision to send it back, since Wine&Synths is a channel I want to keep as transparent and honest as possible. I will tell you why I made this decision. In several videos on this channel, I have told you about the concept of my studio, which I have built up here in my living room over the last 3 years. My idea is to have synthesizers that can play a specific role in the style of music I produce here. My style is classic techno with a strong influence of electro and funky house. So why not? And sometimes I like to go a bit deeper by using some dubby elements. Also with Hannes we produce mostly technoid and percussive tracks with strong and bold sounds. What I particularly look for in a synthesizer is that it delivers assertive, precise and clear sounds that are easy to place in my mixes. And in this regard, the UB-Xa just does not deliver the right type of sound for me. This shoe simply doesn't fit. Like using flip-flops in Greenland or trying to mince onions with a wood saw. Yeah, it's much too fat, and I always have the impression that the sound is overpowering everything. The tonal range is also not that wide, which is really not surprising regarding its somehow prehistoric and for that also prototypic structure. It's absolutely fantastic with those swirling PWM pads and lush strings. And thanks to the pleasantly playable poly aftertouch keyboard, it even does the convincing CS80. I really like it for this, no doubt about it. And if you are into Vangelis and Tangerine Dream realms, just go for it. Also, the build quality feels solid and the whole instrument is just nice to look at. And also quite big and heavy. This is a consideration if your studio space is at a premium. But when it comes to sawing basses and sharp arpeggios, you will be probably disappointed. So you should definitely consider adding a beefy monophonic analog synth to make up for this shortcoming. In this video we made a jam with the new COBOL playing the drum sounds and the bass line. And that worked out very well. A Pro 1 or SH101 could also be a nice match. Then it's really fun to use the UB-Xa in split mode. You can play two different sounds at the same time. It would be nice to be able to assign the split zones to the left and right outputs separately, like on the Jupiter 8. This would make live mixing a lot easier. And here we come to the crucial point. For me, the Uliheim, like the original OB-Xa, is an absolutely great synth for live keyboarders. Why did Van Halen use it? Because it's so fat and wide, it could cover a whole hard rock band. And the original looked really massive and there was not much choice back then. With its split and layer modes, it just underlines that fact. and the Poly Aftertouch keyboard on the Behringer adds a nice juicy cherry soaked in Armagnac on top of this fat creamy cake. And that is just too many calories for my personal musical diet. I'm clearly more a Roland guy, and for me the perfect polysynth for my dance-oriented music style will always be the Juno 660. It just does it all, and it's no wonder that the prices for used ones are as high as they are. I just love them. And when I really need something rich, white and greasy, I still have two JX8Ps here, which also deliver outstanding sync and crossmod sounds. Check out this video here, where I talk about tuning them with PWM and modern MIDI specs. And there's also a nice dub techno demo. Since my reviews of the Melbourne Instruments Nina and the Waldorf M, I have been more on the hunt for a classic wavetable synth. So now it would just make more sense for me to add an M to the setup. We really like it for its simplicity, the iconic Waldorf sound, and are considering buying one. Nina is a dream synth, and this could definitely be my choice for the famous desert island. If I find one I can afford, of course. But I also have other projects I need to save some money for. Yeah, well, then I also like polyphonic aftertouch. And in perspective, I would really like to have a master keyboard with this feature. So maybe I'm not the greatest keyboard player, but it's so much fun to play. So maybe the right choice would be the Super Gemini, which I'm currently waiting for. Especially since I really like the Super 6, the company UDO, and the people behind it, especially George and his brother. What do you think? What could be a good choice for our studio in this direction? Am I missing a synth that I should definitely try out? Leave a comment, I always enjoy reading them. And of course, if you are just about to order a synthesizer or other useful gear for your studio, we are always happy if you do so via the affiliate links to Thomann below in the descriptions. There will be a B-stock UB-Xa available soon, watch out. So thanks for that. That way I can finance more of all the stuff for my future projects to create more interesting content for you. So bye bye Uliheim, I enjoyed meeting you, and it's not impossible that we'll meet again. But a desktop version of this would definitely be nice for use in smaller studios. Well then, while Yubi is going back home, enjoy your time with good sounds. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Peace.